Hi everyone, this is Lothar from HAUS No3 and today we are going to talk about bracing. What do I mean by bracing? By bracing I mean the activation and contraction of your midsection in order to stabilize your spine. We all know during exercise, especially loaded exercises, it's very important to keep a neutral spine. Now, how do we keep the spine neutral and locked into this position while we're moving, especially heavier weight? For this, we need to understand how to properly use the muscles that are around our midsection here and moving around the spine to contract and build pressure and keep the spine locked in this position. We have a couple of muscles, layers of muscles around the spine, and think about not always about your abs, which are here in the front, but also of your obliques, which are on the side, your back muscles, and your transverse abdominis, which is the inner layer of your core and wrapped around your spine, which gives your spine the stability it needs. Now, the most intuitive reaction to bracing correctly is to imagine that you're going to get ready to punch into the stomach. So if someone would punch me into the stomach right now, I would automatically brace my core. Now, another important muscles that are crucial for bracing is your diaphragm and your pelvis floor. Your diaphragm is just under your rib cage, helping you breathe by moving up and down. And the pelvis floor is around here under your hips, controlling your bladder. Now, if my diaphragm moves down and contracts, it builds intra-abdominal pressure. What we need to know is your diaphragm and your pelvis floor, they are in an antagonistic relationship. That means if my diaphragm goes down and contracts, my pelvis floor will loosen up. The same goes vice versa. If my pelvis floor contracts, my diaphragm will loosen up. To create ideal abdominal pressure, I need to make sure that I have contraction in the diaphragm and contraction in the pelvis floor at the same time. So how the braces sequence looks like is you breathe in through your nose into your belly, slightly, not too much, just to make sure that your diaphragm is moving slightly down, contracts, and gives some pressure into your abdominal area here. And then you think about someone want to punch you in the gut, strengthen your core, your midsection. And the last one is to contract your pelvis floor by thinking that you need to hold your pee. So again, breathe in slightly, a little bit, into your nose, into your belly, down. Think about holding, getting ready for a punch, and then holding your pee. This kind of contraction is necessary to make sure that you keep your spine in a neutral position and, most importantly, keep it safe for any kind of external force.